Hey guys, and welcome to this episode, The Models of Frank. And I'm Frank. Now, why did we start this series? And we had the idea, together with Puka actually, to interview the models for our Dutch workshops. And those interviews were in Dutch. And it seems that you guys really like the interviews because we got a lot of information like, okay, I want to learn Dutch because I want to know what the models tell. So we decided, let's save you some work and let's do the interviews also in English. And today, this is Puka. Hello Puka.
Hello.
How are you? What did you do today? Because this is all fake blood, right?
Well, what didn't I do? No, today was the cosplay workshop. And actually I cosplayed Alice, The Matrix Return, the video game. And I thought, well, I had a bloody knife, I had a bloody skirt, so why not bloody hands?
And I put a rabbit face in.
Yeah, the rabbit face. You have a knife, you have to chop something.
Yeah, and that is bloody, right? And
yeah.
blood is red, so...
And love
yeah, thank you so very much. Anyway, so Puka, you're a model, and what is your main passion when you do photography? What do you look for in a great photo?
I look for stories. I like storytelling. I don't like, because when you only have a pretty face with pretty makeup, pretty clothes, you're like, that's pretty. Next. So when you're making a story, I like a small story in a photo. It's just awesome to see, oh my god, this is happening, why is she making that face? What's this with all the smoke? What did she do with all the blood? I mean, and...
They even think that now, by the way, without seeing the picture.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. It brings so much more to mind and also conversation. I mean, have you seen that photo of this girl who was screaming? I mean, that's more common saying than, have you seen a pretty picture? Which one?
I always tell people, when they ask me actually, how do you get your models? I never look for a model that's pretty. Of course, you're a pretty girl, don't get me wrong. But she had a knife before, so I have to be careful what I say. But I always look for the models that have something unique, like big eyes, pale skin, or very dark skin, smaller eyes. And I think when you have a model that's just pretty, like let's say a 10, they will come in the photo shoot, and I experience that a lot. They go like, oh, look at my new nails, look at my new hairs. And I just go like, okay, let's lay on the floor, let's make it all dirty, pump some smoke in there, a red gel, and don't look into the camera. And they will go like, oh, but Frank, you will mess up my hair. And you girls like Nadine, you, and Ingrid, they're all that crazy creative drive where you go like, I don't care what you do to us, as long as the picture is kick-ass, I'm okay with it.
Good to know.
And that's that storytelling part that I look for. So that's what we look in the models, and that's why we always have the more extreme models, the edgy models. And this actually drives a lot of people mad, because they go like, when I do workshops abroad, they always tell me like, what kind of model do you want? So I always tell them like, okay, I want a crazy edgy model, and I get somebody that's small with tattoos, and I go like, that's not edgy. So how did you start it out with modeling?
Well, actually, I was a hair model because for kinky couples. That's a weird hairstyling.
By the way, in between, for you English guys, kinky coppers is just a brand. It's nothing kinky.
No.
Although.
No,
anyway,
kinky.
Continue.
And it was, and they were looking for models for a workshop, and I was like, oh, free haircut! So I sent a photo of me, and they were like, yeah, come to, we'll give you a free haircut. And I was super happy. And when I got there, they were like, oh, do you want to do a photo shoot next? And I was like, sure, more weird hair. And after that, people on Facebook started to edit me, and so, that hair is great, when you do a photo shoot? And I'm like, sure. And other hairstylists approached me, and yeah, so it's happened like a domino. I got them a nice picture, people were like, oh, I want that too, so yeah.
So you also worked at Domino's Pizza? No, it was a domino effect. So how did you end up with me?
Oh,
what were you thinking?
I don't want to think about it. Dark time!
Why me?
No, I was just bouncing around on Facebook, and I don't know how. I think I saw in a Facebook group or something I post, and so I was like, click, 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 and I was like, oh, the poses are cool, you know. And like, I'll just send a message. What do I have to lose? So I sent a message, and I was like, I'm gonna be a model, and you were like, sure. I want to try out sometime. okay. And then I came to a test shoot, which was fun.
It was fun, I remember.
My mom was really also enthusiastic.
You know, we get so many emails per week of, can I be a model, can I be this, can I be that? And somehow the images have to jump out. And this is what a lot of models don't realize. And sometimes they're angry at me because I don't invite them for a test shoot. So they see somebody like Puka in a test shoot and doing workshops, and then I get an email from somebody like, okay, you have Puka, look at me. And I just go like, okay, but there's no, exactly what you tell, there's no story behind the model. And somehow you have to find that balance. And what I like about you and Ingrid and Nadine, those are the more three real creative ones, is that whatever you throw at your girls, you just make it more weird. So I already have a weird mind in concepts and things to think about, but then when I see what they do, I go like, okay. Throw on the back burner.
Yeah. Well, I was raised by an art historian of historical. My mom knows art. So I've been growing up with all these weird stuff. I mean, I love Tim Burton. I mean, that's my childhood, not Disney princesses. No, Tim Burton. And I also watch a lot of anime, mostly the horror kind, because of, it's just something weird you don't need to be scared about, so that makes it just more interesting, and that's what I like about it.
You have to start to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
When you look at the picture, you don't see the whole story at once. You have to look again and again and again until it clicks. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing, and you do that very, very well.
Oh, thank you.
So I think we're going to see you a lot more.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So,
now I have time. So.
Yeah. So now I have to invite her over again, of course, because we did the interview with her. Hey Puka, thank you so very much. I'm going to retouch your images, and then we're going to put them online for you.
Great.
And that's the fun thing, you know. A lot of models, and this is the difference. A lot of models who do workshops get paid and go back. And when I say, okay, I'm going to retouch your images, sometimes you get the answer like, oh yeah, okay, I will see him. That's the last time there will ever be a model with me. If the model goes away, and I tell her, I'm going to do your images, she has to be like, oh yeah, because if they go for the images, guys, and listen to this very carefully, if a model goes for the images, that's the model you want to shoot, because that's the model that every time they do a workshop or every time they do a photo shoot, they will push further and further. As soon as the moment comes that Puka will tell me, oh yeah, just do it next week or do it in a month, I don't care, I don't need the pictures. That will be her last progress, and that will be, or I will be such a bad photographer that you don't care anymore. But you know what I mean, guys? Try to find that model that really has that passion for putting herself further every time.
Well, to be honest, it's kind of like I spend a lot of time sewing my costume, so I want nice pictures of them all down.
Of course.
Because within a few days they will just fall apart. At least I have nice pictures.
Yeah, and that's also you do a lot of time for the costumes because you want great
so
pictures.
Much stress. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Last night, 12 o'clock, I thought, oh damn, I still have to pack. I still have to finish a skirt. Oh well.
And then she just put a knife out. Hey, thank you so very much, Puka.
Thank
you were the first in the English series, and actually this whole series was your idea, right?
Indeed, it's like, because when you're on the site you can click on the models to see what photos they bring, but when you see them, how they think and how they go, you see so much more of them and what they bring to the workshop. I thought it was important.
Just be honest, you wanted to blow me away and be the model that they click on your movie and go like, that's the one we have to go. It's just self-promotion. Okay.
Exactly.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching, and next time in a week we'll do the Dutch ones and I will do the English ones. Thank you so very much for watching. This is Frank, that's Puka, and see you again.
Bye.